Matt Mungia here. I'm going to do a quick video on how to set yourself up for success when you're outside of the field. Stuff that you can do to prepare to help you reach your goals when you're in the field, okay? But a lot of these things I'm always preach about is the little things. The little things that you do add up to a great sum, right? And that's how you hit big numbers and you got to prepare yourself. So I'm going to show you in and around my car. Okay, a lot of people, they want to know from around the country, what am I doing? What do I have in my car? What does my car look like? They've heard about my car from people and friends in the business that know me. I've sent pictures too. So turn around here. So when I'm door knocking, all right, or I am with an appointment knocking on their door. When they open the door, this is the first thing they see. All right, so they see a legitimate business type car. At that point, I'm the Time Warner guy. I'm the cable guy. I'm the utility guy. It legitimizes myself. I'm building trust at this point without even talking to the client. Okay, so right away, I'm already overcoming objections without saying a single word. Okay, I'm building trust without saying a single word. All right, so as you see here, let's walk out there. It has my name on it, okay, with phone number, has a licensed agent, has some of the things I do, life, burial, funeral, cremations. Everyone qualifies, the BBB rating. And, look, I work in the city, so I don't need, well, I do work in the country, but mainly the city. So I don't need a truck. Some of y'all work in these, outlying areas, country areas where you might need a truck. I don't. I'm lucky enough I can get by with this. When I was living in Chicago, this thing was worthless. I had to have my all-wheel drive to work in the winter months, right? So around here, this is fine. It's good on gas. I think it gets like 30 miles to the gallon. Has a lot of headroom. I'm tall, so anyway, this does the trick. We step inside. We're gonna first thing you'll see I want to show you is this. All right, so this is my blue binder. This is where I keep all the leads that maybe I've talked to or not talked to. Wrong address or no phone number. This one's never even been touched or worked. So when I'm in an area, I have them by zip code 78218, 78219. So if I'm in an area 78218 or close by and I get no-showed or I get or have a lot of time to kill between an appointment or two. This is when I'll pull this out and head that direction, right? Punch it into my GPS. Another thing you have to have. It doesn't have to be Garmin, but I have a Garmin GPS. I mean, I have a lot of buddies in the business that use Road Warrior and swear by it for efficiency. It maps out the most efficient route. So you punch in a bunch of addresses and boom, it computes it for you. Also, Mile IQ is an app that you can use for tax purposes. Okay, Mile IQ is an app that tells you about or shows you about your mileage, so you can punch in there if you're going somewhere for business purposes or personal purposes and keep a log of that. All right, back to the car. All right, I have my extra cards here, okay, business cards. This is what I only give these to clients. This is a magnet with my mug on there, some of the things I do, phone number, okay. So if you don't have magnets, I try and put these on when I'm leaving the house. Put them on myself to make sure they get on the refrigerator. But that seems to be a big hit and can bring you some extra business because people keep those and throw away cards. Always have to have this, my phone charger, so I don't out and about. I use my iPhone for everything, for computing quotes to making phone calls to PHIs to you name it. So have to keep that charged at all times. You see here I have my radar detector. With a suspended license won't do good in this business, so you got to have protect yourself at all times. But it's a nice, comfortable car. Now let's step around to the back. You can kind of see again what the back says. Has my name on the top, license agent, phone number, BBB, everyone qualifies, some of the things I do. I don't get a lot of calls at all
from people just driving by me on the street. What the reason I got this wrap, and it only cost me $1,300. I get a discount because I've used the same people a couple times for several years now. It's probably going to cost you about $1,500 to do something like this. But the reason I do it is, again, more so for, it's not going to work in apartment complexes, but I pull up to somebody's house and, I make it a point that they see my car. Again, building that trust factor. I'll say something like, "Is it okay if I park right there, Mr. Jones or Mrs. Jones," or whatever. And they'll, I'll make it a point that they see my car. Okay. I'm at that point, you're trying to sell, you're closing at all times, right? Or at least I'm trying to, and this helps for that. All right, here you have, Liberty Bankers. This is what I take in the clients' homes, the Aetnas and the Trinities and Foresters and S&Ls. So this is everything I have in here. It's a big bag, and so I use a rolling bag with rollers, okay? Rolls in all directions. It's important to get the ones that roll in all directions instead of just backwards and forwards. I have my Tony Robbins, of course, series that I listen to on a regular basis. Back here, we have my extra apps. This is where a lot of agents, they'll be in a home and they'll ask me, I'm with a client, what company is best for this guy? He has COPD plus this plus that, and I'll throw out a company for them that they should go with, and they'll say, "I don't have that application on me. So what other company would you do?" I said, "No, well, that's the company I would do." So you got to be prepared. You're going to lose money if you're not prepared. So I have companies from all across the United States, the Foresters and the S&Ls, the Trinities, the Aetnas, Liberty Bankers, the Gerbers, United Home Life, Transamerica, so Oxford. So you got to have this set up, so that way you don't. The last thing you want to do is be sitting down with somebody and telling them you're going to have to reschedule with them because you don't. It just makes you look unprofessional. It costs you money. It might not cost you one time, but I guarantee you over time it will cost you money. And you just don't want to be left in the cold like that. These are some of the things I give to some of my clients. We got Aetna koozies, and I have Aetna tags for travel. Of course, not a whole lot of travelers probably with our clientele. And what is that, hand gel. So any things I can give to clients as an extra. Common denominator of success. So I'm constantly trying to fill my mind with positive things. So I just want to give you a quick little tour of things you can do to prepare yourself for success that doesn't require you to actually be in the field. So I will do some more videos on other similar topics in the near future.